everyone, welcome back to a retelling of Stone Butch Blues. I have another passage for you today. Um, Here we go. The cops locked me up. I smoked a cigarette. What was going to happen? Through a grated window, I saw some Saturday night butches getting booked. The drag queens were in a large cell next to ours. Mona and I smiled at each other. About an hour later, the cops brought Mona back. My heart broke when I saw her. Two cops were dragging her. She could barely stand. Her hair was wet and stuck to her face. Her makeup was smeared. There was blood running down the back of her seamless stockings. It changes you, she said. What they do to you in here, the shit you take every day on the street, it changes you, you know? Being trans, being gay, being different automatically makes people hate you. If you are anything different from the norm, you are subject to some sort of hatred, some sort of discrimination. I am thankful that I'm grateful for the butches, the trans people that came before me, that dealt with all of that, that paved the way so that I don't have to deal with that every day when I walk out onto the street. There's a lot more graphic details of rape and abuse and beatings in this book. And they're very difficult to read. Even though I've never experienced anything like that, to know that if I had grown up in that time, I could have very well had to have dealt with that. It's a very scary thing. And what Mona said, it changes you, the shit you go through, it does. Just walking out on the street, just wondering how people are going to react to me, how they're going to interpret who I am, how I present, is just, it's a very scary thing. And while, no, it's nowhere near the level of what Jess and all these other people had to deal with in the book, it still changes you. It makes you harder. It makes you less trustworthy. Or not less trustworthy, less trusting of others. Because you want to protect yourself as much as possible. And so you come off as seeming cold. You come off as seeming like you don't want to be in contact with the world when all you want is to be a part of the world. But society won't let you be. And so, like I said, I'm just thankful that I don't have to go through the level of what these butches did. But it does change you. And so any straight people, bio people out there who have never had to deal with your gender being questioned, your sexuality being questioned, as though that's a normal thing for people to do, just think about it for a second before you stare at somebody, before you make fun of them behind their back, because, you know, they'll probably hear you. I know I did. I know I hear things. I feel things. I feel the stares of people. I feel the judgment sometimes. I'm stronger for it. I deal with it pretty well. But it doesn't mean that I want to. It doesn't mean that I should